Independent musicians, do you have to create your own artwork? I certainly do. I enjoy doing it. It's one of the things I actually enjoy doing in the post-recording process. I've been making music for years and years. I always do my own artwork. I'm certainly no graphic designer, but I really don't care, because does it really matter these days what your artwork looks like? To me, it kind of does, but it also kind of doesn't if it's going to be a tiny little thumbnail on Spotify or whatever. I make artwork that represents my life and my music and means something to me. And I want to ask you guys as independent musicians, do you find that making your own artwork is a pleasing thing? Do you enjoy it? Is it something that you would rather outsource, or do you use AI? You should always try and make your artwork personal to your music and to your life. Here are my first 5 albums that I'm going to share with you right now, and the artwork and what they represent to me. Here we go. So the first one here is my album from 2010. It's called Echoes Fade and Memories Die, and I used a collage of photographs of my family, all my ancestors. I wanted to use, family photos and make it look kind of, a sepia sort of look. The second album is The People We Used to Be. I released in 2013, and the photograph is, I took this at about 4 a.m. From my bathroom window. You can see the smoked glass effect, and it was the street light coming through, and it just looked beautiful. It was like a winter's morning, and it just looked great because the whole world was silent, and I could just see that, and I thought, I'll get my phone and took a photo of that, even though I was half asleep. But I just loved that, that light on that. The third album came out in 2015. It's called Shadows at the Edge, and this is a bit more pretentious. You can see the artwork here. I photoshopped my head, and then I've totally kind of, put some stars in there, and I've done all sorts of little tweaks and, Photoshop geeky things on there. The fourth album, Sonder, was a photograph of me that my friend took, who was a photographer. You can see it's professionally done. And I just wanted something simple and plain for that, so I used that. My fifth album was done by my daughter. She coloured this sheet in, and I wanted something bright and vibrant, and I did an aerial photo shot of that, and I just brightened it up on Photoshop slightly, and that's that. It just looks really cool. I love that.